friends. Today we're talking about Utkatasana, chair pose. So it's quite common to see a chair pose that looks like this, with a lot of rounding in the low back. Maybe even more common is to see a chair pose that looks like this, lots of arching in the low back. What we're actually looking for in chair pose is a neutral low back, where we keep the natural curves. So here's a few tips to keep in mind as you come into and hold your chair pose. First, make sure the weight is really in your heels in chair pose. So you could even lift and wiggle your toes to make sure that the weight is far back in your feet. Press your shins back toward the back of the mat. Release your inner thighs down to the floor. And then as you come in, you could play a little bit with the tilting of your pelvis. That's really what's going to affect the curve of the low back. And ideally, you want something between sticking your bum way out, right, with a big arc, and tucking it way under that rounds. So to achieve that, a little bit of engagement in your belly, and then focus on dropping the flesh of your bum down to the floor, and see if between those two things you get some breadth and some length in your low back.